for the serious gamer.
So what's up, everyone here at Next Gen Tactics? I was looking around my videos on here, and today actually, and I realized that I didn't have a game of Sabotage for you guys, which is surprising because Sabotage is probably the most common, most popular, most played part of MAG. So I was surprised that I hadn't given you guys any Sabotage yet. I think it's just because I had so much Sabotage up on my own channel that when I got on Next Gen Tactics, I was just not in the mood to do Sabotage videos, and did some domination, acquisition, and all that. And one of my videos is featuring Sabotage gameplay, but there was no real, commentary on Sabotage. So this is Sabotage, folks. It's 32 on 32 game. There are two objectives. Well, there are actually three objectives, and the way it works is there's going to be one side attacking, and there's going to be one side defending, as always. And there are two objectives to begin with, A and B, one on each side, and there are 16 players set to defend each objective, and there are 16 players set to attack each objective. So that makes up 2 squads of 8 attacking, 2 squads of 8 defending. So what happens is the platoon that's attacking has to hold the objectives A and B. They have to get them at the same time, and if they get them at the same time, then that immediately A and B basically disappear, and everyone has to fall back to C, and then the battle continues at C, where all 4 squads will then kind of come together at C, and it'll be like a bigger battle, and it's a pretty cool mode. I think it's probably the most fun in MAG, the most fun mode in MAG, just because it's the easiest to jump into, and it's the easiest to kind of have it make an impact with your squad. And in Sabotage, there are a lot more times when my one squad has actually won the game, where if we're attacking and there's 8 decent players in a group, and you have most of the you take one of the objectives and you're holding it for a while, and then you're holding it for a while, and the other side, if you're at A and B just can't seem to take the objective, a lot of times you're able to get 2, 3 of your guys who are holding your objective, successfully, and you can go around the back of the other objective and take it with no problem. And so that's why Sabotage can be a lot of fun. It's just where it seems like one squad can have much more of a difference. And I know that MAG is definitely all about the bigger battles, and don't get me wrong, domination can be a blast just as much as Sabotage can, just as much as acquisition can. And I definitely play them all. I would say I play Sabotage more. I try to play them all evenly, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, here I am defending the objective B on Valor's map, and basically when you're defending in Sabotage, what you want to do is you want to try to push back the enemy as far as you can. A lot of times this practice is called redlining, because there's a red line that you can't cross as a defender, otherwise you will just blow up. So, and they do that to protect the other team's spawn, so you can't get in there and just spawn kill them. And so basically, you wanna just push them up as far as you can. If they can't leave their spawning red line area, then there's no way they're gonna take the objective. But if you're doing this, the only thing I can't stress enough is that you have to be careful, and that you can't be pushed up too far, have everyone up at the red line, and not be watching your flanks, because a lot of times when you're doing that, the enemy will, all they gotta do is get one guy around behind you and take the objective, and then that could mean the game for you guys. I mean, there have been plenty of times where, like, say we're here at B right now, so say A actually is being held by the enemy, but we're doing just a fine job of holding B. There's not really a worry in mind where we're gonna lose B just because we know we've got it covered. All they need is that one guy to go get B. If they can get B while you're all distracted up at the red line, while they've already got A, then you go back to C, and that could mean the game. C on Valor's map is fairly easy to defend. I think it's fairly balanced. A and B are rather easy to actually attack because they're just wide open. I mean, they're not up in Sever's map and on Raven's map. The objectives are both up stairways in the little areas, and these are just kind of wide open. So it can be can be a lot easier to attack this map sometimes. But we make up for it in C, and C is pretty much a fortress, so that's pretty cool, where there's only a couple entrances, and if you've got a few guys covering each entrance, then there's no way that they're going to get in there. But you got to remember at the same time, if that's what if the enemy does get in there and plant on C, because of those few entrances, if they get enough people in there, then it's going to be that much harder for you guys to get back in and take it back. So that's usually what loses the game for us, is that we just get careless, or you know, they'll get enough guys in where they can push us out, kind of, and that's pretty cool. We don't actually get to see objective C in this game. We don't ever actually fall back to it, just because we were doing a fine job of holding them off. But I'm sure I will give you plenty. Actually, if you want to check out my channel, there are plenty of videos where we're pushed back to C. So another thing you'll notice is I'm going back to the assault rifle. I respected. Oh, look right there. That was a little show I put on for Telly. He was down, and I was out of ammo, and there were guys around. So the only thing I had to do, the only option I really had was to try to heal somebody, and as you can see, it didn't work out. Telly said that was a really fun show from his perspective, so would have been cool if I could have caught that too. But anyway, I totally just forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm using the assault rifle. I was spec'd as a sniper for a while, trying to give the sniper rifle a shot, and I had some fun with that. And I'm sure I'll go back to it eventually just to try it out again. I used the commando for a little while, where I use the submachine gun and the shotgun, and those are always fun with the motion sensor and the sensor jammer. And right here I'm using the assault rifle, and I got rid of the motion sensor. I went it, if that's even a word. I skipped it, and but I did get this. I went up the electronics tree and got the sensor jammer. So I'm running with the sensor jammer, just not the motion sensor. So what that means is they can't see me, and even though I don't have the motion sensor picking them up, they still can't see me on their mini-map. So as long as they can't see me and see me sneaking up behind them, I don't really need to have the motion sensor. And it's actually worked out. You can see this game, I had a dang good game. So I might have to stick with the sensor jammer, assault rifle, grenade launcher loadout for a little while. I'm having a lot of fun with that. And it allows me to carry a couple grenades if I want. It allows me to carry a rocket launcher for domination and acquisition and interdiction. It allows me to carry a good mix of stuff. If I use the light armor, it even allows you to use a medium armor if you want. You can use medium armor, you can use a sensor jammer, and you can use your assault rifle with your grenade launcher. Also, I can use the tier 1 assault rifle, and I'll still have room for the machine pistol. I bought that just because I had a couple points extra. So you don't actually see it in this game, but I do have a loadout with that as well, using the tier 1 assault rifle with the grenade launcher, so that's pretty sweet. It's just the motion sensor is great to use, but it really becomes a crutch where you're just constantly staring at your mini map, and you don't really pay attention to what's going on around you. You're just looking for red dots on that map. So it's easy, and it works for sure. I mean, it's great if you're even remotely not that great of a player, and you want to find a surefire way to find the enemy, to shoot him easier. Definitely go with the motion sensor. It's just expensive is all. It's 800 credits in your loadouts, and it's 5 skill points, but you have to climb the entire electronics tree, which is altogether 12 skill points, maybe even 13. I think 12 though. And if you don't have all kinds of skill points to spend, and you prefer things like the assault rifle, and you prefer things like the increased health, then it can be a crunch to your skill points. It can be pretty tight, a tight budget when you're doing that. So keep that in mind. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's wrapping up, and of course we held them off. We won, fighting Raven, and yeah, guys, hope everyone stateside here enjoyed their 4th of July weekend. I don't think you guys up in Canada do anything for that, but, you know, whatever. 4th of July, we launched some fireworks, had some fun. Generally a good time. Played some mag. Didn't do any recording, though, because my my recorder was not with me where I was chilling for the 4th, so that's that, everybody. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching my videos, and that's all I got for you. Thanks a lot. Later.